Are Takomo irons overrated or are they really good? Check this video out.
Hold up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Takomo. Third place, most wanted iron in 2023. A hype or are they really good? Let's check together. So, I have my 301 from Takomo here, the CB version. So the one that goes by rated third place on the most wanted clubs on 2023. And I play them for the whole season, which is almost finished here in Luxembourg for me. So I have them in the bag from beginning of March until now, so more or less 6 months. And I want to share with you my experience with this club and my thought about these clubs and the company in general. So first of all, let's give them a good look, because I played with these irons for 6 months more or less, and I will say something around 100 rounds of golf, and I will say more or less 5 times a week until to 6 times a week I hit the driving range to train. So they are heavily used comparison on normal golfer who plays like 15 to 20 rounds per year. I use a lot. So first of all, let's see how they look after this usage. So this is my golf bag, and they are looking pretty clean from the side, which is really good. I mean, of course here the chrome part is gone a little bit of the shaking of the clubs and hitting one to each other, because I always walk my my bag. I have of course the Skyforge as well, but that's for another video. And yeah, if we look the face of the clubs, of course they are not so bad either. I mean, this is a 4 iron, so maybe not the most used iron, but if we jump to the pitching wedge, you see some marks, of course, and some stones by hitting some bunkers or whatever, but they are pretty good. So if I'm gonna go to a 7 iron, maybe the most hitted club, it has some rust on it because of the stones you hit make the chrome go away. And then of course you have the raw metal and that oxidate a little bit and you have some rust on it. But in the end, overall, they are pretty good. I mean, they look pretty sick, pretty clean. After 6 months, pretty impressed. So let's talk about performance. I played before the TaylorMade P7 MC, and I was looking for a club that could match at least the same quality, having the same look. So very slick, very aggressive and very player look, and still having some forgiveness on it, because yeah, of course everyone likes the blades, but they're really hurting when you hit it bad, and you want some forgiveness. So you want to have a club that helps you a little bit when you're hitting a bad shot on the course, or if you have a tight shot that you need to hit very good and to pay very attention on the direction and everything. So I was looking for that club. And yeah, I was surfing the net a little bit, and then I found this new company here called Takomo. And the first thing was this club looking amazing. So the look of the clubs, I love it. Personally, I love it. They look very aggressive, they look very clean, they look very traditional, and you really have, even if you are behind the club, you know that's not a blade, but it's looking like a blade. So maybe it's a little bit thicker, but as the blade is a little shorter, you have the feeling of having a blade in your hands, and you know in your back in your mind, you know that it's not a blade, and you have the forgiveness behind you to help you on the shot. Are they performing pretty good? Yeah. So I will say distance-wise are not the longest club I've ever hit. I can find some clubs that go a little bit longer. Maybe it's my swing or maybe it's just the club, but in the end you have some company makes a little bit more for distance. But I think that's not the problem about this club, it's the problem about the model. Because if you go for Takomo and you go for the 101, so the really distance improvement game, whatever you want to call it, club, of course you will get the distance off that you need or that you are looking for. So I was not looking for distance because I have plenty of distance on my old clubs that I don't really need. I want just to get a little bit more tightness on my shots and of gaining a little bit of shot shaping. And this club just fits every case, and I find myself at home with the club. So directly from the first shot, and even if you are here at the driving range talking with other players and even with the pros here, I say, hey man, just give it a try. Hit the 7-iron with your club and then hit 7-iron this club. And I say, wow, it felt really good, and it's just easy to hit, and that's something that not every company can achieve. And for that I say thanks to Takomo for doing this job and for letting me be in this group of the Takomo players. And of course I'm really happy. So I'm gonna leave you a couple of shots here, my 7-iron here. So if I want to hit like a draw, just try to go that's a pretty good draw. And in the other hand, if you want to hit the easy fade, you go opposite direction. Easy fade. So they are very easy to play, and I really like them. So which kind of player is targeting Takomo with these clubs? I think they are targeting everywhere, 15 handicap down to scratch and pro and everyone. Over 15, I don't know if you have enough club speed, depends on the club speed that you have, of course, to manage this club, because you need some power to get the distance of it. But in the end, it's very easy to hit. So I already tried to hit the driving range with some friends that I have like 27 or 30 handicap. They could hit it very good and they had a good feeling, they had a good feedback on them. But still, you know, I'm hitting my 7-iron between 170 and 175, which is pretty good distance. And yeah, if you cannot go over 135, 140, then maybe it's not the club for you. So you could go for a little bit more game improvement club, like the 101 or the 101T. You can look for something a little bit more, I will not say easy to hit, but something that gives you a little bit more power and a little bit more ball speed. So in the end, I think every player that's below 15 handicap should be able to hit this club pretty good and benefit from these clubs. I really think in the beginning they're gonna be a little bit harder. Of course, if you are in the higher side of the handicap, it will be a little bit difficult to get the most out of it. But when you get used, you can really do whatever you want with these clubs, and you can really enjoy them on their full powerness. So what I think about Takomo is that they are very young, very dynamic, very customer friendly, and of course they are exploring a little bit everywhere, and they are trying to innovate the whole system of selling golf clubs, of marketing, and of course customer attention, because you cannot buy them in a shop. So the downside of that is that you cannot try them, but in the other hand, the benefit of that is you can halve the cost of selling a club. So remember, these clubs here in Luxembourg at the moment now, so they, at the time I'm recording this video, they are going on the website for 649 euros. So a set from a 4 to pitch, which is almost half of every other brand. So you imagine if you can cut your cost of golf club by half. and having the same quality, because in the end this is still forged iron as S20C. For the one who wants more details, I can leave you here down the link, so you can go to the description and having all the details about it. But yeah, I mean, is it really worth to get the double of the money out? So are you having the double of the performance from the other clubs? No. So I don't think in the end that Takomo is overrated or it's just a hype. I think Takomo is a really good company, having a really good business plan and exactly knowing what they are doing, and they are doing pretty good. And I hope they're gonna continue, and I hope they're gonna soon bring out some woods to try and some putters as well, because that could be very nice and very interesting to see what's the difference between the big brands that we have and this Takomo company. And something that I wanted to mention, because I had some experience in this couple of months, in the last couple of months, is customer service. Sometimes you have some companies that will even not answer you for months if you ask something, and Takomo is very friendly, and they are paying a lot of attention on customer service, and I like that. I love that, and I'm gonna say thank you to Takomo for these irons. Thanks to Takomo for doing these good golf clubs. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video helped you a little bit. I'm gonna do a review of my wedges after 6 months as well. When I'm gonna hit this benchmark, because they came a little bit too late due to the high number of orders, so it would take a little bit longer. And yeah, I'm gonna give you a review as well on the 6 months wedges. But in the meanwhile, I can leave you here up there the video of the review when I got them and the first try we had with the Takomo Skyforger 001. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, leave the thumb up and let me know down below if you already have your Takomo irons, or if you are willing to buy one. Let me know down in the comment below what are you thinking about and what's your thought about Takomo. Thank you very much. See you next time.